Hey guys, how you doing? It's Hitman23. It's been a little while since I've done a pickup video, so here I am doing a pickup video. Super Bowl was pretty good. First half was a little slow. Second half definitely much better, and the overtime was pretty sick. So overall, it was a pretty decent game. Um, and with the Super Bowl, I've been kind of like diving into my football cards, and on my last regular video, I believe I had stated that I was kind of starting a new PC, or kind of an extension of a PC, where I'm doing players that played for the same franchise. So I'm crossing that into football now. So I've been making some pickups in that arena, and got a couple of slab cards. I got this cool publication that I want to show, and that's it. So let's get first to the cards, the football cards that I've been picking up. So, like I said, I've been doing guys that have played for the same franchise for their entire career. Now, in football, it's a little different than baseball. Some guys, or there's not many guys in the history of the NFL that stay with one franchise longer than 15, 20 years. It's a smaller number, because obviously the type of game it is, right? They don't have as long as career as maybe a basketball player or a baseball player. So it's kind of, if you look up the list on Wikipedia, and that's, I get a lot of my stuff from there, which I know isn't the greatest at times, but I think for what I'm doing with the sports, it's pretty accurate. There's only, I think it gives a list of guys who spent 15 years or more at the same franchise. I'm extending it out a little bit more. I'm doing maybe like 8 years and more, so gives me a little more to shoot for, and I even asked myself, why are you doing this, Mike? Why are you going down another rabbit hole? But I don't know, it's just fun. And I love the era of football. For me, I love the 80s and the 90s era of football. I think it's, the greatest era. So that's why, I dig those cards. And that's really it. Just, again, for the fun of it, and just to have a very, diversified collection, right? So the first little stack I'm going to show you is this guy right here. If you all remember him, he was very famous for the sack dance, and he was part of the New York Sack Exchange. We got Mark Gastineau, and it's his rookie card, the 81 tops. This is a rookie. And then we have the 83 tops, the 84 tops, which I think is a great set, the 85 tops, the Black Beauties, and then the 87 tops, which I also think is a great set. Love that set a lot. And then we got this is a 1984 Football Stars. Kind of cool. I never saw those before. I think that's a cool looking card. And this is the 1984 NFL Star set. Now, I'm not sure if these came in packs, or if these were in wax packs, or if these came in rack packs, or if these were, like the baseball sending glossies, if it's the same type of thing. I'm not sure. I definitely bought some football cards back in like 84 and 85. I don't remember the inserts if I got any. I thought it was the 1,000-yard club cards. And that's in the 85 NFL Star set. And then we have a sticker. I think that's like 82 or 83 top stickers. And we got some modern. We got the score. And then we have the Panini Classics. And I just saw today the Jets are going back to their 80s legacy uniform pretty much full time, which I think is cool. I like that uniform a lot. Then we have the instant replays from 84. And then I have the 87, like, kind of like the team card. So that's that. And I might as well stick with the theme of this because the next player is also a Jet. It just happens to be that I chose Jets. I don't know what it is, but got the 85 Wesley Walker. And I got the 84 Wesley Walker. And I got the 82 Wesley Walker. And I got the 81 Wesley Walker. And I got the 78 Wesley Walker. That's his rookie card. So he was definitely a solid all-time Jet. And so he was next in the little group. And that's what I like to do, too, is, like, I start searching players. I go online and I find a player. And as I go through my cards, I go, I think this guy may have been with this team his whole career. And I look it up and I confirm whether or not he was. And then I'll go on either eBay or COMC and I'll start shopping around and just start picking at them. These cards are fairly, like, cheap. I mean, like, not fairly cheap. They're not expensive at all. So it's fun. It's obtainable. There's a few in there that are going to be expensive, like the Terry Bradshaw rookie and, guys like that. But then I picked up a little stack of 78 tops football. And in here, I did grab a couple of guys who are all-time franchise players. First card on top, Harold Carmichael for the Philadelphia Eagles. He played his whole career with the Eagles, and I think he was inducted in the Hall of Fame in the last couple of years. I like the 78 tops. And then Frank LeMaster, he was an all-time Eagle, played his whole career there. And his cousin, Johnny LeMaster, played baseball for the Giants. Yes, sir. And then just some other, Joe West is a punter wearing number 80. Harold Jackson. Love the 78 tops football. Robert Pratt. Doug Kotar. Check that dude out. Check that hair. That's great. Alan Ellis. Bob Jackson. Randy Logan. Paul Namath. Now, this is one I have to check into because as I look at the back of his card, he was a Lion. He started in 67 and this, 78, so that's 10 years. So that might be a candidate for a franchise guy. So I just looked at the back of the card. I'd never even heard of Paul Namath. So Bill Lancatis, Jim Mitchell. I love these 70s football cards too. So underrated in my opinion. Don Good. John McDaniel. Brian Kelly. John Leipold. Dave Beverly. Here's another one. Same franchise, Randy Rasmussen. And you know what the funny thing is? I was, as I was going through my football cards, I always noticed, I'm like, why are there write-ups on some guys' cards and some guys' cards don't have write-ups, they have stats? And I never thought about it. And I'm looking at the cards and I'm like, oh, it's because they're offensive linemen. What kind of stats do offensive linemen have? They really don't have stats when you think about it, right? So if you look at football cards, offensive linemen have write-ups on the back. No stats. I mean, some defensive linemen do, I think, for tackles and interceptions and, stuff like that, sacks, but offensive linemen just have write-ups on the back. Lenville Elliott. Look at those beautiful 70s froze going on, guys. Johnny Perkins. Bill Thompson. Now here's another one. Look at this guy. Broncos, 69. All the way up. So, I had to do some research. This guy definitely, 62, Jim Bakken. That's a possibility right there. Bruce Taylor. Larry Marshall. John James, Doug Van Horn, Fred Cook. You notice there's no logos on these cards. Greg Buttles, another one, all-time Jet. And last of this little stat, Cleo Miller. So yeah, I don't think they had the NFL license. They just had the player's license back in the day, Topps. I always thought it was weird when I was young. I didn't know about that stuff, and I said they didn't have any, insignias on their helmets. So that kind of closes out that little run of those of football cards. I have one more football card, and this is a different little PC that I'm doing, and I'm doing that TV/movie appearance PC, which could be very deep, and had to have this absolute stunning beauty, as someone in the sanctuary would say, stunning beauty. This excellent, or most excellent, or most beautifully excellent 1969 Topps card of Merlin Olsen. And he was a character named Jonathan Garvey on the show Little House on the Prairie. So, Merlin Olsen right here. Look at that card. Look at that pink background and that bright white Rams uniform. That is just a gorgeous card. So there's Mr. Merlin Jonathan Garvey Olsen. I remember in one of the episodes, because me and my wife watched that show a lot. And one of the episodes, he was like a wrestler. He wrestled, and it was just good. It was just good stuff. So that's a great addition to the PC. And then we're going to switch the gears a little bit to baseball. 2 more pickups for a PSA set registry I'm working on. And it's the 1975 Topps All-Star cards. I picked up this really nice Andy Messersmith. I always think of the German airplanes, the Messerschmitts, when I see this guy. Got Andy Messersmith. And then I picked up this absolutely gorgeous, love this card, Brooks Robinson. See, he's got that really strange bill there. You see that? He shaved that down, and I believe he said it helped with his peripheral vision. So yeah, the bill of his batting helmet was almost non-existent. And that's just a great, nice action card. Not many action cards in the 75 All-Stars. You had this one, and you had the Dick Allen, and I think, the Burt Camp in there. This is kind of action-ish. He's sitting on the steps of a dugout. The rest of them are pretty much posed, headshots or posed. So those look great. 2 more to the PC there, or to the collection. And so then it'll be, once I get this one done, then I'll start working on the 76s. Last piece. Now, this is a publication, and I didn't know about this publication. The reason I got it was because it has my boy Donnie on the front. All right. And I was like, Legends memorabilia. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Because I was always, the Beckett / Tough Stuff / Baseball Cards magazine. This is more for your statues and plates and lithographs, stuff like that. The more that memorabilia type stuff. This is like a really, really nice actual, I guess you could say, price guide. But just a really well done publication. And you can see they have like the different, the plates and all that kind of stuff. This, higher end collectibles. And like on the back is, Muhammad Ali. And I was surprised that when I opened this, I never realized, and there's not much about cards in here. There's one of the feature articles on Donnie with Joe DiMaggio. So I think the cover is just gorgeous. And there's different versions. There's a version with Will Clark and Mel Ott. And I might just go ahead and pick up the whole like little run of these. They all came out in 1990. But I was surprised that there's really not much mention of baseball cards in here, except for these umpire cards that I never knew existed. You know? So back in 1990, you could buy some umpire cards. I'm sure those sold very briskly. It's a 70 card set. And, interesting, right? Interesting. I would probably, if I came across a pack of those, I'd probably pick one of those up just for S's and G's, But basically, it's just, articles on the memorabilia part of the hobby and little price guide on statues. And the other cool little thing is the cards that they put in this publication. They have, I think, 9 cards. And this is cool because it's got a Don Mattingly card up here, which I don't have. And it's got the Will Clark, as you can see. And down here, we got a Wade Boggs. Shout out to you, John. All right. And if you flip over this way, there's 3 more cards. There is a Mark Messier, a Martina Navratilova, and a Michael Jordan. So, pretty cool that they stayed inside. Nobody cut them out. But this is definitely a cool publication. I really, really like this a lot. And I think it's very nice looking piece. So I think I'm definitely going to jump on the other versions, the cover versions. And this is cool. They have lithographs like on the back here. You can see this really nice Tony Gwynn lithograph that somebody was offering. That was $150 back in 1990, so that's pretty cool. So that's what I got, guys. That's the take for the last week or so. And as stuff keeps trickling in, I will gladly come on here and show you what I got. But that's it. That is all I have. So I'm going to put everything back now. I'm going to get ready for dinner. And I'm going to chill out for the rest of the night. All right, guys. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your collections. Have fun with your collections. May the cardboard God shine down upon each and every one of you. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. Let's have Mr. Jonathan Garvey take us out tonight.